What's up, everybody? Welcome to Table Stories, Witchcraft, and Wizardry. Everyone's laughing because I said something inappropriate before we got started.
Like 2 seconds before.
Yes.
Hold on. We weren't going to say anything about it.
I know, but
Ratted
I did.
himself out.
He's
See,
he's mad at us for the inappropriateness of that moment, which he made.
no, I wasn't mad at anybody. I was just, I felt like it was a good way to start the show. It's a good icebreaker. Just so we can shake it out, shake it out. Welcome to the show, everybody. How's it going? Cause trouble and blame the players. That's exactly a GM's job. Serious Wolf knows what's going on. Welcome to the
That's why
stream.
you're the GM of Doom.
Correct. Correct. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you've never seen the show before, we do witchy and wizardy things here. We play a role-playing game called Witchcraft and Wizardry that I made. And if you'd like to check it out and play along, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW. And you can just download it for free. It's just there and it's free. And you can look and check it out and play it yourself. Let me know what you think. You can come hang out on the Discord by heading on over to tablestory.tv/Discord. And you can just play. You can just play. You can try and find groups and stuff on our Discord too. We have a looking for group channel there. But we play. It's a Harry Potter role-playing game. It's a Harry Potter role-playing game because I thought that there was a void there. There needed to be an easy-to-play game in this universe. There were so many people that I think needed it in their lives. So there you go. You got it. And that's what we do here. We're having a lovely time role-playing some 11-year-olds, some first years in Hogwarts, and I think it's a very wholesome show, except for certain individuals.
Are you talking about me?
Which way do I have to look at my customer?
Welcome
I'm in
to the
your
show.
dreams.
Welcome to the show. Let's go around the room. Let's introduce our players, and you can just mention who your character is, and let's get started. It's time. Everybody, get your wands and your books ready. Get them ready. It's time to journey into Hogwarts. It's time to get magical. Let's go around the room. Kolo, would you be so kind as to start us off, please?
Hi, I'm Golo. Hi, guys. New house, you dis. I moved. And I missed you all last week. I play Maisie Skylar. I don't know what happened last week. Wax sent me a cryptic little message on Discord, and I'm slightly terrified about what you guys have done to Maisie. Do I need to be worried? What did you do?
I don't think you remember what happened.
I what? I wasn't. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay.
You've had listen. To be fair, Kolo, you've had a stressful 2 weeks.
It's been quite a few weeks, yeah. Some amazing stuff has happened though. We raised £18,000 for charity, which is pretty amazing. Thank you guys for doing that. For the amazing charity special effect, which is kind of incredible to watch happen and be a part of. So thank you so much to everybody who just created the biggest load of nonsense. I may have cried a lot because my goal was £2,500 and we raised 18 grand. What is that? It's ridiculous.
Goals annihilated.
Yeah, so that happened, and then I moved house and all of that jazz. I'm a full-time streamer on Twitch. Hello, I like variety games and nonsense and space and things and stuff. And I still don't know how to do this. Maybe one day Hi.
Yay! Luxie.
Hi! I wish I had like a confetti popper. Hello, I'm Lexi Games. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch.
Your apartment would be so covered in confetti all the time.
I actually did that my last birthday, and until I moved out, I found confetti. Don't do it, folks. It's really not worth it.
Like
do
glitter.
it outside with biodegradable confetti. Anyways, hello. I'm a streamer, and I'm also a role player, and also I tweet things that are sometimes funny, but mostly definitely not PG-13. So if you're an adult, feel free to join us. That's it. Enjoy. Okay, goodbye. I play Rosie. I play Rosalina Earthcloud on this show. I always forget to say that, but that's what I do. She likes mashed potatoes.
Who doesn't? Murgles doesn't.
Oh, what? I do. I definitely do.
Oh, never mind.
I love mashed potatoes.
My heart like sank to my butt cheeks.
No,
I was like,
can you
oh,
imagine?
God.
First of all, if something like that was true, I would tell you personally. I would inform you.
You like pull me to the side and you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, listen.
I have to tell you something.
Is it you who
Basically.
likes raw potatoes with salad cream, Murgles? Is that you?
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Somebody told me recently. That
I
they
do
like
love raw
with-
potatoes.
Oh, what?
But I don't like it with salad. I don't know what salad cream is. I think that's like a weird UK thing.
All right.
But whenever I like cut potatoes, I sneak a little raw bit. I know I'm not supposed to, but
You know who
Can't
ate
help
raw potatoes that I know of? My great-grandmother in the Great Depression, Murgle.
well, life has its ups and downs, and
I guess the raw potato was not for both of you.
Here's a random question. Has anyone ever smelled a rancid potato?
Yes. Why?
Well, because it's in my opinion, it's the worst smell. It
Yeah,
is
like
the
really?
worst.
Cupboard smells like a rancid potato.
I remember
wait, what is a
one-
rancid potato?
a
like
potato that's
like
gone
a-
rotten.
Gone
Like
bad.
a bio. It's
But they don't go bad.
Yes,
they
they
just
do.
turn into leaves
Some-
and they
no.
create their own.
if they're like too
No, they-
moist, they start to sink into themselves. Look at Colo's like, I would know. I keep one on my desk.
She's queen of potatoes, so it's just every 3 months she's getting rid of rancid potatoes.
Actually, it's because I used to have an allotment and I used to grow food and stuff. And I obviously had a lot of potatoes. And I left them at the allotment in a bucket one day, and then I went away, and it was a very hot weekend and a very rainy weekend, and never again. Nope. No.
Wow.
Actually, a toxic smell.
It's
What?
Yeah,
toxic.
they're toxic. Yeah, it gets toxic. It's not good. So check your potatoes, folks.
We're learning so much today.
Wash your
I think
hands
it
and
can
check
be-
your potatoes. Don't
Yeah.
touch your
Wait,
face and check
I
your
can't say what
potatoes.
I need to say.
Type it. Oh yeah, hi, I'm Murgles. I do the streamings sometimes, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays now, which is pretty rad. I'm liking it a lot. We do some art, which is cool, and I'm still storyboarding. We did some really good storyboarding work today on my film, so I think it's going well. It's going real good. And I play Clementine Goosanders on this show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Murgles. Mega Oryx.
Hi, I'm Naga Oryx. I play Olive Everglade. I'm a first-year Gryffindor student, and I'm a full-time Twitch streamer, voice actor, tabletop RPG player, all that good stuff. And I'm excited to be here today. I'm terrified for how this is gonna go. I'm very worried today.
You should be. Sorry.
Remarkable.
Thank you. Zagonicus.
Hey everybody, I'm Zgodicus. I like role-playing stuff and video games and anime and movies and shows and not cherry tomatoes. I don't like them. But I do like playing Alexander Pippin, a Ravenclaw student, first year at Hogwarts and member of SWAF. And there's SWAF business to attend to. So without further ado, over to you, Whack.
Thank you, buddy. Some swaffness. Got some swaffness that we need to take care of. I'm Wax Steven. I will be your Headmaster of Doom. I'll be dragging the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Oh boy! What a day! What a day. The best part about this is Colo forgot what happened at the end of the last episode that she was on
I
2
didn't
weeks
forget.
ago.
I wasn't. Oh, what did happen? Oh my god. Oh, okay, now I've remembered. All right, okay, right, sorry. A lot has happened in this time. I apologize.
Somebody clip that.
I'm dead. Did you kill me? Did I die? Probably.
We'll find out today. There's been a lot that's been going on. A lot has been going on. The players have been trying to learn more about the Vanished Wing because at the end of 2 episodes ago, Maisie and the rest of the group were confronted by the Shade out in the quad. And the Shade seemingly chased after the group. Maisie fell onto the ground while trying to prepare a defense and fell into the shadows. The group was sort of emotionally damaged by the event, and they tried to do their best to see if there was any way they could help Maisie investigate further. The teachers and Headmistress McGonagall basically began doing their own investigations and trying to find out what had happened to Maisie. Last episode, there were a lot of emotions to deal with. Clem was extremely upset and needed to be consoled by Olive. Alex and Rosalina were updated by what had been going on with Clem, and Alex had told Rosalina, who had just gotten out of the hospital wing, as she was smacked in the head by a stray little wooden horse. And they were trying to come up with a plan to try and see what they could do to rescue or find Maisie. They had an idea to speak with some of the other people that were sort of mind controlled or enchanted, and to see what they could find out. And after speaking with Sebastian Clatteringshaw, Sebastian had remembered that there was something that he couldn't quite remember, something that Olive or was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Clem that spoke with him? Clem and Rosie? Did you go speak with Sebastian? Clem and Rosie spoke with Sebastian, and were trying to learn if there was something that he had found, similar to the way that Ray had found the key on her, if there was anything that Sebastian had found. And his memory was very fuzzy. He couldn't remember something. But instead of trying to press him further for information that he seemingly didn't have, the group took another path. They spoke with Albus Severus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy, trying to learn if they knew anything about the dungeons, and perhaps Alex and Barney had considered the possibility that maybe Maisie had somehow fallen through the ground into the dungeons. They weren't sure exactly what happened. So they spoke with Scorpius and Albus Severus, and they found out that there was a creepy storage room down in the dungeons, but potions is held in the dungeons, and they weren't really, I guess, clear on exactly where the dungeons began and where the ground floor of Hogwarts was. They're 11. It's all right. We'll just blame it on their 11-year-old selves. So they had spoken with Albus Severus and Scorpius, and they talked about this creepy storage room that was down there. That was kind of really the only weird thing that they were able to talk about, as the school was kind of under like safety precautions. prefects were kind of helping to monitor things and escort students around the castle, make sure that they didn't kind of go off on their own. So, of course, the group decided to go off on their own and try to find out something out in the dungeon. Clem and Alexander headed down into this dungeon storage room, and they had found something. Looking through all of the various like stores of potions class, like beakers and flasks and things, they had managed to find what they believed to be the remnants of the old dark creature's wing. They found the remainder of that sign that they came across outside, the little bit that was still left over. They found the remainder. And when leaving the storage room, they made quite a commotion as they heard a noise outside, who turned out to be Roger Bristlecombe, the ghost. Roger was seemingly upset about them removing this sign. And they tried to convince Roger to tell them more, to help them, but unfortunately, a sea of red rolls was ever present, and they were unable to convince Roger. We're starting today's session as Clem and Alexander. You've just seen Roger sort of rush away. You're left kind of on your own just outside the storage room. What do you do?
Yeah, I think we were planning just to head back to common rooms.
Yeah.
And then wait, should we go back? Should we wait that long?
Probably not. I think maybe we should go back too. I don't want to get in trouble.
Right, but should we wait that long? What if it's like gets hungry later? Shade.
Like, it could get someone else while we're in our common room, safe and sound?
Or, I mean, like, it's got Maisie in its shade fridge, and it might want a little Maisie midnight snack.
Well, I guess if it was gonna eat her, it would have already eaten her. Maybe it's more like an animal? And if it didn't eat her right away, maybe it'll never eat her? Oh god, I don't want to think about either of those things.
So should we just go try the plaque right now, and then... But then...
I think we'll get in real trouble if we get seen outside of common room. And, we kind of already got so lucky, so...
I think it's best if we do it with everyone, so we should wait...
Yeah.
Should we do it before class?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hide the plaque with your books, so it just looks like another book.
Okay,
It's
will do.
Square and... Okay, good luck.
Okay. Thanks, you too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
So you two are kind of left on your own to get back to your common rooms. However, as I said, the school is under kind of these safety precautions right now. Your common rooms are sort of close to each other, so I'd like the both of you to please make a quick and quiet roll for me.
Okay.
Start things off.
Okay. Okay, an 8 for me.
Okay. Alexander, which do you do, quick or quiet?
Quiet.
Okay. As you are sort of making your way back to your common room, you can you take your time, and you see that Clem sort of like looks one way, looks another way, and she accidentally seems to run into someone in the hallway, just outside the grand, the grand staircase.
I run over to her
Okay.
to try and help. Yeah.
Yeah, this person is a student, and they are older. I don't think either of you know this person. It's a female student, and let's see. She says, "Oh, I'm sorry." As she sort of walks into you, Clem.
No, I'm sorry. Whack, what house is she?
Ravenclaw. She looks a lot older.
I'm so sorry. I'm just going back to my common room right now. I had to use the bathroom, so it was a long one. So I gotta I'm on my way now. Thank you.
She looks a bit laid back. She has rather dignified looking eyes and a sort of tense face. I understand that you are trying to do that. I do. She's starting to look familiar. Alex, you think you recognize her after a moment as you walk closer to Clem. This is, in fact, Tabitha Colebutton, the head student for Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two head students for the school. One is Ravenclaw and one is Slytherin.
If she's not looked like she's in trouble, I'll pause and wait and see what's happening.
Sure. Are you getting closer to them? How far away are you?
I freeze where I am right now, so I was maybe like halfway back down the corridor, and I just kind of stick to the wall a little bit and look, and just wait and see if it looks like she's gonna get in trouble.
You're not really supposed to be out here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm going now. I'm going right now.
Where were you going?
Gryffindor common room?
Not now. Where were you going before?
I was looking for a bathroom. It was really bad.
Go ahead and make a convince roll for me, please. A 9. Please choose one from the list.
They go along with it for now.
Right, bathroom. Did you find it okay?
Yes, I did.
Right,
and
right.
yeah.
You're a first year?
Yes, brand new.
Okay. I can. I should take you back to your common room.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good.
So, follow me.
Thank you. Yes. And I'll follow her.
So she starts to escort you back to your common room. What's your name then?
My name is Clem.
Clem.
Yeah. Thank you so much for understanding. You know, all this new wizard food has kind of irritated my IBS, so, you know.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like a muggle illness, kind of. Yeah. It can be very serious, so thank you for understanding.
Is it contagious?
No, not at all. No, not at all. It's more like a...
Not like
just
the
like
dragon pox, then?
No, I don't know what that is, but no. It's more like, asthma? No? I also have that. That's okay.
I've never heard of that spell.
Oh, it's not a spell. It's just, It's like when you can't breathe randomly out of nowhere. I guess none of these things happen to... Okay.
Well, follow me up the stairs.
Yes, thank you.
And up you go up the stairs. Alex, we just get like Scooby-Doo peeks out here and there of like Alex looking as he sort of wanders past. Now, Olive, you and Rosalina have been essentially trying to take Victor Foxglove, the Gryffindor prefect, on some kind of an adventure to draw attention away from Clem and Alex. I think I would like the both of you to make a roll that we don't do very often. I'd like you to both... yeah, we can do Inspire doesn't make sense. No, you know what? Let's leave it to a convince roll. The both of you.
Do we get any +1s because we're helping each other?
Yes, I will say you get a +1 forward.
Oh no! I'm so excited and then so sad.
I had a +2.
Sometimes I feel like it doesn't matter what bonus you have. Poor Olive. Rosalina, you're able to kind of sell your floatiness, I think, very easily to others. Olive, I don't know if it was... what do you think it was that made you basically... I feel like you told... It was very transparent that you were trying to occupy Victor's time. What do you think was going wrong here?
Yeah, I think probably there's a bit of a tonal dissonance between Rosie seeming like she's off with the fairies a little bit and kind of wandering around. She didn't remember that potions class was in the dungeons. I think he buys that maybe she forgot something there, whereas Olive is just very quickly and directly correcting her with no, we forgot this, no, it's here. And I think that kind of raises alarm bells to him. I think he probably buys that Rosie really misplaced something but doesn't understand why Olive is there and is so on task with what they're doing, I guess. It's a little suspicious.
Sure. So Victor's... I would like you specifically, Olive, and you have no bonus for this. Please make me a read between the lines roll. Okay. You can read Victor like a book. Choose 2, please.
Ooh, okay.
When you try to understand what someone or something is really thinking.
How can I get them to trust me?
I think that there is no easy answer to that question. Victor quite obviously does not trust you right now. And it's going to take some work to gain his trust. Probably by telling the truth a lot, and I feel like general osmosis.
How is he feeling? Is he hungry?
I think that he is he's starting to get a little irritated because this is taking too long, and you have been sort of delaying as you're trying to get stuff from the potions class and whatnot. And I think as you're leaving, you probably see Clem and Alex up ahead in the hallway. They've just left maybe you were looking or Rosie was looking or something, but you noticed that Alex and Clem left, and he's like getting really frustrated at this point. All right, come on, we have to get going. Enough is enough. Did you find your book? Whatever it was that you were looking for.
Rosie, did you find it?
If I picked it up, I really don't remember. I think that it's probably, maybe it's over here.
All right, at this point, I don't care where your book is. We need to get going. You have to get back to your common rooms. You'll have to find it later. All right?
Okay, yeah, I'll just fail. That's fine.
It's already been too long. All right? We have to get going.
All right.
Maybe you left it behind in your common room.
Sure. Rosie, that's a good idea. We'll go back and you'll look in your common room and I look in my common room. Okay?
That's a great idea. I might have lent it to you.
Okay.
All right, let's get going. Come on. Come on, first years. Let's go. And, yeah, he starts to escort you back to your common rooms. So, you head back to your common rooms. Olive, you show up just a little bit after Clem arrives. What do you do as you walk into the Gryffindor common room?
What's the atmosphere like in the common room? Are there other students there?
There's a lot of students there. It's not like curfew yet, but like everybody's kind of forced back into their common rooms, so it's actually fairly active here. There's a lot of people around just in general, and the atmosphere, even though there's like a lot of people around, it's still like kind of dour, you know? Everyone's a little scared, and there's, there's a lot of, I think just a lot of worried people here.
Clem. Olive, hi. Hi, I have to tell you something.
What?
Come with me. We have to go. We have to find a corner, like a corner.
Oh, okay.
I usher her off into a corner. Look. And I pull out the thing, the plaque. Look what we found. It's the plaque for the missing wing.
Where did you find this?
We found it in the dungeons.
Well, we have to put it back together, right?
Yeah, that's the plan, but we needed to get back to the common room and today, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Did you find anything else?
No, just this. But, and Roger was there, and he was really upset that we were taking it, but we took it anyway.
Did he do anything? Did he say anything?
Well, he told us, that we couldn't take it, that we shouldn't take it, that we should leave it, and then we took it.
Did you hear anything about Macy?
No, we asked, I think we asked, it was all a blur. He didn't know. We asked if he'd seen her, and he didn't say anything.
What are we gonna do?
Well, tomorrow we will... I don't know. I mean, this is kind of the only lead that we have, but also it doesn't get us any closer to finding Maisie.
Everyone kept telling us, just go to a professor, go to a prefect, go to the headmistress. You know, like we couldn't handle it. But if Hogwarts is supposed to be like the safest place for us, and Maisie can just blip out of existence, just standing in a shadow in the courtyard. Who's to say that's not going to happen to all of us? How do we know that she's ever going to come back? How do we know that anywhere at Hogwarts is safe?
I don't know. I don't think we do know. I don't know if we can trust the professors because this happened, even though they knew what was going on, and we gave them all of the information that we had, and we told them everything. And I mean, when Maisie was gone, we weren't even doing anything. We weren't even looking, really. We were just hanging out, and I don't know. I don't know who to... But you know what I do know? I know that I can trust you, and I can trust Rosalina, and I can trust Alexander, and I can trust Swaff, and we have each other's back, and we will take care of each other, and we'll make it happen.
I'm going to practice that spell that we learned, just in case we have to defend ourselves.
Can you teach me? Because I wasn't there. I didn't learn it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how good at it I am, but I can show you what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
I don't know if I can actually do it, but...
Oh, I'm sure you can. You're a very smart, talented witch, Olive.
I'm gonna take Clem up to our dormitory tower, and I'd like to try and kind of build a little bit of a pillow fort wall on my bed a bit. That way we can kind of cozy ourselves up and have like a place where if somebody else walks into the dormitory, they're not seeing what we're doing. Because it's a super secret Swaff headquarters, you know, it's our hideout.
Yeah.
And I'd like to try to cast Lumos Spotifico to try and show Clem how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Cast a spell.
Is it a year 2 spell?
It is a year 2 spell, yes.
Okay.
An 8. Okay. As you are giving instruction on the Lumos Spotifico spell, you've rolled a partial success. Choose 2 things from the list there when you cast a spell, because there are side effects.
I think someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell. Obviously it's a very, very bright light, so it makes sense that somebody sees what we're doing, despite my very on-point pillow architecture. And then I would say your wand is thrown from your hands and lands nearby. I think Olive is a little too... There's too much of a flourish with the way she does it, and she just kind of goes whoop, and it just flings over her shoulder behind her. Yeah. And the light kind of like moves with it.
Yeah, I think you hear Moss kind of like in the background, like as you just shine this super bright light right in Moss's face down on the ground. He's playing probably with something underneath Clem's bed, and we just hear this go off as the spell kind of blasts him right in the face.
Well, that's how you do it, but ordinarily you would want to hold on to your wand instead of emphatically flinging it over your shoulder. But besides that was like really close to being a good example of how to do it.
Okay, cool.
Just hold your wand when you do it. Don't throw it.
Okay, I'll try really hard.
Okay.
Can I try?
Absolutely. Cast a spell.
Oh no. I just realized I'm jinxed.
Uh-oh.
It includes the forward, or do I have to type it in?
It automatically includes it. But you do, it is -1 from year 2.
Okay, so, and I have -1 in magic naturally as a muggle, so it's just like a whole
It's a
lot of...
-4 on this roll altogether then.
Yeah, so,
Just an 11 or 12 to partially succeed. It'll be fine.
yeah. Oh.
That's a 2.
Oh no.
Okay. So, when you cast a spell, when you try to cast a spell, on a 6 or lower, the spell rebounds and the caster takes a condition. For each year past the current year of the spell they attempt, add another condition. So what happens when you try and cast your version of Lumos Spotifico?
I say, I get very, very serious, and I go, Lumos Spotifico. And then it just blinds me, and I just fall back onto the bed. And I would say that I'm dazed and upset.
Oh, yeah. I think you fall back onto the bed and then just, like, fall off of the bed. You do the thing where you, like, misjudge where the edge of the bed is. Like a cat, you know, the cat that's, like, starts to lean a little too far and then just... and then they try and, like, twist their body, like, 8 times. And, yeah, you flop right off onto the floor.
Yeah.
Thud.
Oh!
Clem, are you all right?
I'm so tired.
Lily is probably like just walked into the dormitory room, and she says, Clem, are you all right?
I'm just literally at this point, I'm injured, I'm upset, I'm dazed, and I'm jinxed. I'm not doing so hot. I think at this point I'm just crying. I've just reached my limit.
I would like to see if I can do, I want to say, and I read about that, maybe not.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if, to heal the condition of being jinxed, you can do, like, the counter jinx for it. And so I want to see what jinx is affecting her to see if I can try to counter it, essentially.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and I read about that.
Okay. And I can use my relationship with Clem?
Absolutely. That's what it's there for.
Cool.
A 10. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you think... You think that, I mean, you saw what happened. It's related to the Lumos spell. It's possible that if you try and use the Nox spell with Clem as the focus, that you might be able to help her.
Okay. I'm going to try to do that then. So Olive is going to rush to where her wand was kind of cast aside, and very quickly she's going to pick it up, and she's going to say, hold on, Clem. I think I know what to do. And she's going to take her wand and she's going to point it squarely at Clem's nose. And she's going to have one hand on her shoulder, and she's going to go, Nox. And I'm really sorry if I blow your nose off your face, Clem.
An 11. You most surely do not blow Clem's nose off. Clem, you can take the jinx condition off as the... instead of focusing on your wand when you cast the Nox spell, you focus on Clem as the target. And you can sort of... maybe you can even see like a twinkle in her eyes as it, like the blindness kind of like hit her right in the face. Yeah, you can remove the jinx.
Hey. Oh, thank you so much. I feel a little bit better.
Clem, I'm glad that I could, do the counter jinx, but would you like to go to the hospital wing? It just seems like quite a bit has happened, and I don't think I could do the actual, healing of your injury. I can try and give you hugs and make it better, but beyond that, I think Madame Pomfrey might be a bit better.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be alright, okay?
It'll be all right. It'll be all right, Clem.
Maybe Lily and I can take you, and I think I have some chocolate around here, if you'd like that before we go.
I can see if Rose can help and take us, so we don't get in trouble.
Oh, that would be great. I'm going to pick up Moss, and I'm gonna hold Moss's little paws and go, "It's going to be all right, Clem. Don't you worry." And do like a little dance with the paws a little bit, and then like boop Clem on the nose.
My heart is filled.
Moss
Like
looks a little derpy right now.
He always looks derpy.
There's like a little bit of that like tongue just barely hanging out.
Oh my god. Yes.
It's gonna be okay, Clem. All right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. And I'm gonna like do one of those little scruffy things where kids don't quite pet animals the way they want to be pet all the time, like a little too rough of a like, and then put Moss down before we go.
Sure. And off you go. We switch scenes. A very different scene, as a matter of fact. As we join Maisie. In a very different place. Maisie, it's very cold where you are. And it feels as if you've just woken up. Things sound a little strange. And if you can turn on what we talked about before, please do so. All around you, things are devoid of color. Things sound strange to you.
Hello.
You see the quad, but everything looks different and distorted. It almost looks as if the shadows are kind of bleeding from the scenery. There's no students here that you can see.
I think I'm just watching the shadows kind of very still, very kind of almost blankly, kind of just watching them as they whisper around. I think a bit disoriented, I think kind of a little bit lost, trying to just kind of take it in. Hello? Is there anybody here?
No one seems to answer.
I'd like to try and stand up.
You do so. Feels weird. You know when you've been watching a really long movie in a movie theater and you have that sort of like weird vertigo-like feeling? It's kind of what it feels like when you stand up.
I grab hold of the wall or a tree or whatever I can kind of reach out and grab. What's up? What sure is that you? What's up? I'm a friend of Olive.
There's no answer.
Okay. Be brave, you can do this. I want to follow the wall of the quad, and try and make it inside somewhere where there wouldn't be any sunshine, there wouldn't be any kind of moonlight or sunshine or anything like that.
I think it would look to you like there's moonlight out. Everything's sort of muted. There's no color here. Things are sort of eerily quiet. You can hear the sounds of wind and whatnot moving about. And you can easily sort of move from shadow to shadow without much trouble.
Yeah, I think I do that. I think I go between shadows and see, like, is there a different sensation when I go between the moonlight and the shadows? Is there like a...
There is a slight change. It almost feels like a change in pressure, like going from underwater to above water. Yeah.
Hello? Someone? It's a dream. It's a dream. Easy, it's a dream. Okay. Well, what's Swaff do? He went. Or is he would eat so much potato? Someone would probably get mad at me. I don't know. Maybe I should climb the wall. I climbed the wall. I did that before, and... Or a spell. What was that spell? Oh, what's that spell? Do I have my wand? What?
You have whatever you had on you.
Okay, I'd like to try and cast Lumos.
Sure. Try and cast a spell for me, please. Unless you have Lumos in your spell bank.
I don't. Is it a first year spell?
It is. It's the first year spell. Ooh, double one. When you try to cast the spell, normally what would happen when you fail is there would be a rebound of some kind, and the spell would cause you to take a condition as the spell rebounds. However, when you try and cast a spell this time, something different happens. There's a sort of like a mental dissonance that happens. You feel this like humming sound in your head, and it gets louder for a moment, and then it just sort of dies down. There almost feels like there's no reaction from your wand when you cast the spell. can't really feel your magic.
Did I do it right? Should try another one. Should try another one. Wingardium Leviosa. I'm good at that one. I've done that one before. I should do that one. I'd like to target something. Is there kind of like a fallen twig or leaf or something
definitely.
like that? Yeah. And I'd like to try and cast Wingardium Leviosa to lift it up.
Sure. You don't have to roll this time. When you try and cast the spell again, you hear that dissonance again in your head. Nothing seems to happen.
Can't do magic yet. How am I gonna get out? Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try and walk. I guess I'm still in the courtyard, and I'd like to try and walk. Just need to have a little look at the map and see where I would go. And we're in the middle courtyard, right? Or the quad?
You were in the quad.
In the quad. Let's go up to can I go up to the place where the owls are? Whereabouts is that? The owlery. Oh, that's way over there. Okay. What I want to do is go up to a high point. I want to see outside and see what I can see in the distance and kind of try and survey a little bit what's happening.
Sure. Well, there's two towers right near the quad. There's a Gryffindor tower and the Divination tower.
Actually, I think the Divination tower, I was originally going to say Gryffindor tower, but I think the Divination tower is probably a good idea, considering what's going on. Maybe there's some answer there.
Sure. You climb the steps to the Divination tower, and it's got that like strange sort of disconnected feeling as you're making your way up. Like you do that thing when it's quiet where every sound, sounds like a pin dropping, like everything is just magnified to you. And I would like you to please show your courage for me.
Did I change my house benefit? I did. Do I automatically succeed on show courage this time? I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it because I think that I might need it later.
Okay.
Oh, no.
When you try to show courage in the face of something truly terrifying, on a 6 or below, the situation feels beyond you. You cower in fear, running from the fight, and take -1 forward when challenging it. So, as you are making your way up the Divination Tower, I think you start to have a little bit of a breakdown. You don't see any other students as you're making your way up the Divination Tower. Everything feels dark and devoid of color and the normal life that is here in this place. It's very busy, and it might be scary and stuff a lot of times, but there's always this sort of life and a very magical feeling to this place. You've tried to cast magic, and it hasn't seemed to work, and you feel really alone, I think.
Please. Someone. I just need to think of all the good things to think of. being a swaff. Oh, I've never seen them again. And my dad. And my mom. Maybe I've gone mad. You see, it runs in families. Oh. Do I make it up to the top whack?
Yeah, I think it's difficult, but you make your way there.
I like to push the door open to the tower, to the classroom.
Yeah, you sort of push the door open, and there's no creak to the door. It just kind of glides open, which I think for most people, you'd think that would be less scary, but I feel like because of the nature of Hogwarts and that everything has sort of had that very like old wood and sort of like everything's a little creaky, right? Even the professors. And there's just no sound when you open the door. It just glides open.
So there is magic. It's just not the magic that I know. I'd like to go to a window and see if I can see out, and I'd like to have a look across the lake. I'd like to have a look out across the lake and over towards Hagrid's hut.
Sure. You have a glance outside. The sort of top of the divination tower. Is sort of set before you. You look out towards Hagrid's hut, and across the Black Lake, everything's a bit darker. There's no smoke coming from Hagrid's hut. And everything is a bit distorted to you. The color has been leached from the scenery. You can see that there are sort of ripples in the lake. There is a sort of wind that is coming from somewhere, but it's almost diffuse. It doesn't even feel like it's coming from a particular direction.
Can I notice something about the classroom?
About the divination classroom?
Yeah, about the classroom. What I would like to be looking for is something, specifically something magic. Particularly, or maybe that would be an investigate. Actually, yeah, I think it would be an investigate more.
Sure, investigate for me. An 8. Okay. On an 8, on investigate, you get to ask me one question from the list.
Is there anything that's being hidden from me?
No. The divination room, in general, appears as if it was a normal sort of class before, like, class was in session. There's nobody here. There is no real deviation here from what you would expect in a divination sort of classroom. Now, I don't think you have divination first year. No, you don't. So I don't think you've particularly seen this classroom before, but it just kind of looks like a regular classroom. There doesn't appear to be anything that's sort of standing out to you.
Can I go to, if there's an obvious place where the divination professor is, if there's an obvious kind of desk area or anything, I think actually, can I roll an I read about that to see kind of how much I know about divination?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, complete
11.
success.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when you try to remember some history, personal or otherwise, you can ask me 3 questions from the I read about that list.
Okay, so what I was thinking in my head before I rolled is I would like to see if there's anything that I know about kind of prophecies or any kind of like any kind of, I'm thinking about some kind of ball or like tea leaves or some kind of object or something that might help me figure out a kind of some sort of knowledge, a method to, I guess. So I think probably the most kind of corresponding one is who do I know that's related to it? What does it do? And what does it look like, sound like, smell like, taste like, or what does it feel like? I don't know which one is more appropriate of the last list.
Okay, so Professor Blair Borealis is the divination teacher.
Oh, it's Borealis. Okay.
Yeah. The Slytherin. And Professor Borealis, I believe, was the head of house for Slytherin? Yes. Also the head of house for Slytherin. As far as... I'm sorry, what was your second one?
I can't remember what I said. What does it do,
What does
I think?
it do?
Yeah.
So divination in particular is sort of the art of using various like witching and wizarding tools to assist you in various ways of getting some sort of an approximation of past or future events.
And who do I know that's related to it?
Well, that would be the Professor Blair Borealis.
Okay.
But as far as what does it look like, sound like, smell like, taste like, or what does it feel like? Yeah, you know that there's a few things that are related to divination that maybe your parents have told you about. Crystal balls, tea leaves. There's also another kind of divination called xylomancy that has to do with twigs.
Okay.
So it's sort
I'd
of
like
a casting. It's a casting of twigs. You pick up a bunch of twigs and you sort of like toss them, and because of the orientations and which way they're sitting, means different things.
I would like to investigate, and I'd like to see if I can find any of those things in this place.
Yeah, I don't think you have to roll and investigate.
Okay.
They're sort of set up in various places around the classroom for easy access. I think you can see them very easily.
Okay.
I won't even make you do a roll for that.
I'd like to go and find a crystal ball.
Sure. Easy. There's like a shelf of them.
I think I pick one up and don't anticipate how heavy it is. I don't think I've ever held one before. I don't know what it is.
It's like a
but I don't
bowling
think
ball.
Yeah, and so I think that there's this moment where I pick it up and suddenly like drop it. Like suddenly it's like super weighty.
It doesn't crack or anything. It just makes like a heavy thud, like if you've dropped a bowling ball before.
Yeah.
It's sort of like it bounces a bit.
I think I go after it. I've kind of got down on my hands and knees and stabilized it in my hands, but I'm on the floor like laying on my stomach to kind of stop it from rolling under something.
There's like a wooden stand that would accompany it, that has like a divot carved out to put the crystal ball on. I guess you kind of picked it up expecting them to like be together or something, and it just like fell off of the stand. Yeah.
And I think I'm laying on my stomach, having prevented it from going underneath a table or underneath something, like reaching out to get it. And from there, I'd like to look into it and see if I can see anything.
You look through I never remember. I think it's convex, where you sort of like look through it, and the refraction is just kind of distorts your vision. It doesn't seem to react to you at all.
Come on, you stupid thing, come on. Don't call it stupid, Maisie. That's a bad idea. Don't call it stupid. I think I kind of give it a little polish, as if like maybe it's just a bit dirty and just can't see into it. Just give it a little polish. Come on.
No reaction.
Nothing. Okay, well, I guess I should try the stick things while I'm here. No, the tea. The tea. Is there a place where I can heat up some water or something like that? I'm just interested to see if I can feel the warmth from the water.
Yeah, you're expecting maybe to like light a fire or something to warm a kettle?
Yeah, I don't know kind of how it would be taught, but I'm guessing some kind of...
Yeah, or there would be some kind of like hanging kettle like in a fireplace maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a spot for that. Like there is like a little fireplace with like probably they have like a hanging cauldron and maybe like a hanging kettle or something for you to warm things up. There's no fire.
I'd like to try and make one if there are implements nearby. Like to try and spark a fire.
Nothing happens.
There's no warmth, no magic. I can't see it. Anything. No Hagrid. I should try and find Roger. Maybe if I can just get to the wing. I'm not so good with directions. I don't know if I can get there, but I think I should try. Maybe I'm in a dream, or maybe this is how Olive felt when she jumped out of the window. I feel bad for being so mean to her about it, because it's horrible. I'd like to try and make my way over to the vanished wing.
There's a distorted sense of time for you as you're moving through the school. It almost feels as if you get there quicker and you're not sure how long it took for you to arrive there. You go towards where exactly?
Towards... I'm trying to remember what Maisie knows and what she doesn't. But she would know whereabouts it was, right? It's by the...
You all were there. I think so. I mean, I don't think I need to make you make a roll for it. You guys were investigating this area by the greenhouses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to go over there and see if there's anything going on.
So, as you climb down from the divination tower. You're going across the suspension bridge?
Yes.
You're going this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you're going sort of through the courtyard this way?
Yeah, I think I would probably get a little bit lost. I'd make a wrong turn somewhere, but I probably wouldn't get far in terms of a wrong turn. I'd turn and then realize and come back again. But I'd definitely get a little bit lost somewhere along the way.
Okay. As you reach the bell tower area, I think that you notice that there is something different here. For sure.
Okay.
Things are moving about in this place.
Oh.
The greenhouse area looks a bit different. There is a path through the greenhouse. And instead of the wall being complete, it appears that there is another wing there. And there are shapes moving about.
This is the wall and the path, and they found a path that disappeared, and there was a wall. Is this? It's the wing. It's the wing. I found the wing. Oh, I can't wait to tell my friend. Maybe I won't get to tell them. Well, if I'm here forever, then I guess I should try and meet some new friends.
As you look towards this commotion, and I think it is a strong contrast to what you've been experiencing throughout the rest of the school. The shadows are a bit distorted. It almost looks like, even though there's no apparent light coming from this wing, the shadows are sort of moving as if there is a dancing firelight coming off of it. It's a very dark-looking place. You can't necessarily make out the door, but you can sort of see the shape as if the school sort of had an extension sort of past where the greenhouses were. There's the shape of a building that's there. It's not terribly big. A sort of smaller wing of this school. It's almost about the size of, say, like, if you look on the western portion of the school near the entrance hall, about the size of this area here, this like small courtyard area.
Okay.
And it's jutting off from the as if there was a path going through the center of those 4 greenhouses on the east.
So kind of just south of the vegetable garden?
Yes.
Okay. Are these things, are they ephemeral? Can I go and, do they actually exist? Are they solid things, or are they just kind of like illusionary, wispy, ghosty stuff?
I don't know. Would you like to walk up there and find out?
I would very much like to walk up there and find out with a very deep breath, probably holding my breath as I walk through there.
Okay. You start to walk closer to the shape of what you would assume to be the vanished wing. And as you do so, there is a strange sort of feeling that comes across for you. I don't know if my sound effects are working. Why is this not working? That sort of strange dissonance goes through in your mind again as you walk forward, and you can hear something nearby. There you are. that's a good place for us to take our first break.
No!
No!
Did I get you?
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. I was like, it's almost break time. He's gonna leave us on a cliffhanger.
I wasn't even paying attention to the time, but chat's calling you a monster back.
It's all right. It's all right. We've come to accept it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, folks. We need to let the group breathe a little bit. Negs has to unclench. She has been clenched for the entire thing so far.
If my Maisie gets hurt, whack.
Oh my god, Whack.
I'm so tense.
Mission
Honestly, if
accomplished.
Whack killed off Maisie, like, just set fire to the
First
show.
year. A week in.
This
Dead.
is week number 2. This is week number 2. Come on.
All right, so 2 weeks in.
It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine.
It's fine.
It'll be just
The
fine.
dog sitting in the house on fire.
We're gonna
This will all be fine.
we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, folks. Sorry, we haven't had everyone really get a huge chance to roleplay just yet, but we had to welcome Maisie back. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to be back in just a few minutes, so hang tight for more Witchcraft and Wizardry. If you have not done so, please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. Give them a follow. Follows are free. Head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW, where you can click on all their links. Go follow them on all the places. Go do it. And we're going to take a little bit of a break here. If you haven't done so, make sure you follow this channel here on twitch.tv/tablestory and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're Tablestory on there as well. And if you want to help support in a monetary way, go throw a Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, link them up, and go throw them to one of these lovely people. Get yourself some emotes. Go support them. They're wonderful people, great role players. And even though they dab, I mean, I feel like you should probably still support them, even though it's literally the worst thing that's ever existed.
Not all of us dab Whack. Just
And this is why we're friends, Colin. This is why we're friends.
I've seen the evidence, Count Dabula, so why don't you just stop lying to us, okay?
it's just the emote's a lie. Don't just ignore the emote. It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination.
See, but you were forced. You were forced to do this.
Well,
and
it's for
that's-
charity.
Yeah, forced for
Forced for
charity. There you go. And if you want to help support Table Story in a monetary way, you can do that by heading on over to tablestory.tv/pledge, where you can check out our Discord. We've got so much content up there, and it's all different kinds of stuff. We've got lore drops from our worlds, and we've got podcasts. We've got MP3 versions of the shows that we do. If you like to consume the content that way, that's better for you. We've got artwork. Murgles has done some artwork for the show. If you like the character artwork, Murgles did that. So go check it out. And that's a great way to support us. Otherwise, tomorrow is the premiere of Pumpkinberry's new show. If you like the spoopy stuff that I'm doing here, I legit don't know what Pumpkinberry's going for the new show, so I might just it's probably not spoopy. But she's calling it a surreal thriller for Gone. That is starting tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. And because I can definitely do math, it's also at 1:30 Pacific and 9:30 UK time. So hopefully you'll join us for that. I'm going to be playing the trailer while we're on break. We'll be just a little while. Hang tight for more Witchcraft and Wizardry. Back in a little bit.
Blugsy.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Table Stories, Witchcraft, and Wizardry. We return. And we're going to do a little bit of a time skip here to the next day. Yes, I know we left on a cliffhanger. I have the power. I'm a GM.
What?
I have the power.
We're continuing on to the next day.
Why would you do this to us?
And, unless anyone tried to do anything throughout the night, the group of you.
I did. I tried to hear the rest of what happened with.
Yeah, you tried to listen, and you probably just heard the various Hufflepuffs sneaking food back to their beds. But yeah, unfortunately, nothing else. Was anybody else trying to do anything?
I have a mechanical question.
Sure.
Is there any benefit to, like, practicing a spell, or is the only way to really get better at something to just have it in your spell bank, essentially?
Spell bank generally is the best way. One of the best things you can do with your experience that you get is to change up your spell bank spells rather frequently. A lot of you go through experience quickly. That's one of those things you can do. Change your spell bank spell.
Is it possible, because we have been using that second year spell so much, is it possible to put it in our spell bank so it balances out? No? Okay.
No, unfortunately not. It is a second year spell. I might be willing to accommodate you later, but you've only cast it a few times. There hasn't been enough practice. Everyone except Maisie, please go ahead and, I think just roll me a 2d6.
Okay. Thanks.
Rosalina.
I'm just being really stupid. I'm sorry.
/roll, or /r rather, space 2d6.
It was literally that I just was not typing properly. I was like,
It's that thing when you have a microphone on like a mic stand where it's like in your face, and for some reason it has like blocked all of your vision and you can't see your keyboard at all.
It's just like goggles.
It's trying to push the keyboard with your entire palm or something. Okay. So, Olive and Rosalina, you're able to sleep like an okay amount. Rosalina, you went to the hospital wing the day before, so maybe you've just been kind of like tired, but you passed out. You were able to actually get like a full night of sleep.
Did I go to the hospital wing?
You went to the hospital wing for the Horsehead.
Oh, yeah, okay,
situation.
you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, you got a full night of sleep. You slept pretty well considering the situation, and you head down to breakfast, like you were known to do, and it's kind of the meeting place for most of you as well. There is still that safety precaution thing happening with prefects sort of helping students get around the school and whatnot. But you're the first to arrive to the Great Hall for breakfast. Olive, you slept pretty well as well. You got a full night of sleep somehow. But I think you noticed that Clem did not sleep very well. She was pretty anxious. Maybe you heard her like get up a few times or something. You're getting up and sort of getting ready to maybe head to breakfast. And Clem is probably like, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I think I went to the hospital wing last night.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No.
So yeah, maybe you're. I think probably just curious about Clem then. I think Clem, you can remove one of your conditions from staying in the hospital wing.
Okay,
Maybe you head to the dormitory first thing to maybe pick up your stuff and head to class. And you run into Olive as Olive is about to leave for breakfast.
Clem, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. Things are good. I just went and grabbed my stuff. Are you headed to the Great Hall for breakfast?
Do you want to go together?
Yeah.
Okay. Just one moment, okay?
Okay.
And I'm just going to write on a little scrap of parchment and put a little folded up note on Maisie's pillow.
You left another one there, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just going to write, just in case you come back, we're trying to find you. We haven't forgotten about you. And then do a little heart and just kind of, I guess, tuck it on top of the other note since nothing happened with that one. I'm just kind of starting to like stack them. And she's gonna kind of give it a little pat and go, okay, ready?
Yeah.
So down you go to breakfast. Rosalina is sitting at your table. And, yeah, you're sort of escorted probably by a prefect, a group of you down to the Great Hall. But you can see Rosalina at the table.
Hi, Rosie. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I spent the night in the hospital wing, so I'm feeling a little bit better now.
That's not good. I didn't eat any of them, but I made some cookies this morning. I couldn't sleep. I got up kind of early. I just conked right out last night. If you want one, you could keep it in your pocket, and the next time you feel bad, you could just like munch on a cookie. And they're fresh. They're not soggy, and they're not heart shaped, and they're not broken. I made sure that they're all normal cookie shapes.
Thank you. It's perfect. Thanks.
You want one, Olive?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rosie.
I know it's breakfast, but you know, I think that we could use cookies for breakfast because
Well,
you know, like Maisie was like our cookie for breakfast, and now we don't know where Maisie is. So,
Are your eyes like a little red and puffy, Clem?
Probably, yeah. I probably spent the night still just crying.
maybe you should eat the cookie now.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, we'll just all have a breakfast cookie.
Okay.
Barney and Alex join you shortly after.
I meant to be here quicker, but my heart was like beating a lot, so it made it hard to sleep. And then I slept in a little bit longer than but I wanted to get up early. Is everyone filled in, Clem?
Oh my gosh. I filled Olive in, but I haven't told Rosie yet.
I think I have an idea, and it's just because I've played lots of video games and watched lots of cartoons and stuff.
Okay.
But I think if we...
You're gonna cast a magic spell, and we're all gonna get rings, and we're gonna become superheroes. Is that your plan?
Yeah. Oh, it kinda. All of the video games are like wizard chess, but you kind of. So, but they have stories.
Okay, yeah.
Wizards,
I mean, I know what they are.
Wizards don't have video games, though, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, but like there's always things and like puzzles and stuff, and this kind of seems. I think if we take. So, Rosie, we found a sign. We found the rest of the sign for the Vanished Wing place with the dark creatures. We found it, and Clem and
like
I
a
went into.
metaphorical or a physical sign.
Or like a physical sign.
physical sign. Clement
And like
went
nobody came
into.
down and was like, "This is the Vanished Wing." You have a sign that just says
Yeah.
Vanished Wing on it.
We went
What are
into.
the odds?
It says
a
Dark
storage
Creature's Wing, by the
closet.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would make sense. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. We found it in
You
a storage
found it?
closet.
Who's holding it? Is it cursed? Are you okay?
It would be funny if it said the vanished wing you're currently looking for.
Yeah.
It's over there. You
But anyway,
dumbos.
I think if we take the sign back and like put it on to like, remember we found a
Yeah,
little
right. You're
nubbin
gonna
of a
hang
sign.
the sign. Do you think that the wing will come back?
Well,
Maybe it's like a key.
Maybe it's Porky,
yeah, because
and we'll all be transported.
What's a porky? A pig.
I want to do and I read about that. So I can be smart. Or Portkey.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you would like to see if you know about port keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Why can't I find? I read about. Okay, there it is.
I don't suppose. What was your negative? Your bad thing for being a half blood.
Oh right, yeah. So I get a -1, so I have to fail. Yeah, because it's switching wizard history, which isn't quite the same.
I think in this case it is.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm like, yeah, I heard of those.
Okay. Yeah. A portkey is
Good job, Alex.
my mum used to use them. Basically, it's like something that you can use to transport yourself. So instead of apparating for travel or riding a broom or using flue powder, when you
I only
touch-
understood one of those things, but okay.
Well, it's just like muggles have different ways to travel, and so do witches and wizards. And this one works where an object or something can be enchanted, so when you touch it, it takes someone to a specific location. So
I
maybe
think we're gonna hang this sign, and then we're gonna touch it, and then we're gonna know exactly where Maisie is, and we're gonna be inside. What if we get trapped?
I would rather be trapped with Maisie than trapped outside without Maisie.
What if I tie a string to you and I hold you from the outside?
that.
But you'll
might
be
work.
with us, won't you?
But
You're coming with us, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll come. Okay, so what if we tie ourselves to a brick outside, just in case?
No, I think that would lead to us being dismembered violently and brutally.
Oh,
Okay. So
It's a
we're-
terrible
okay.
breakfast mental picture.
All right. Okay. Now that everyone knows, we should go now, right?
Out of character
Can we go
questions,
now?
what day of the week is it?
I believe it's
Tuesday?
Wednesday. I think.
Wait.
I think it's Wednesday.
Okay. Well, for second period, we do have herbology together, Rosie, because Gryffindors and Hufflepuffs. So if you're okay with it, Alex, we could wait until our second class and try and sneak out and put the plaque then. That way we don't have to go and sneak out after.
Yeah, I'm in Transfiguration, which is right nearby anyway. So then,
why don't we go at
I'll-
lunch?
but then we're waiting longer, and what if Maisie's gets eaten by
Yeah,
a
okay.
shade?
Then why don't we do it now?
We should just do it now.
Well, we're
we
not
may get
supposed
caught
to be
on the
there
way
now.
over.
We could get caught. Whereas if somebody sees us out there during herbology, we just, I don't know, say we're looking for more potting soil or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's definitely smarter than my idea.
Well, getting caught means we couldn't go.
We
Do
can't
we
get
risk
caught.
it? Because we're gonna have to go to class anyway and be back there again. So better to try twice than try once, right?
We could do it on the way out of class, like on our way to lunch, since we'll be in the
Yeah,
area.
but
It's
even
less
if we,
suspicious.
yeah, but even if we get stopped going now, we can just.
Okay, let's go now then.
I'm just. My heart's beating again.
Would you like me to form some kind of distraction? I have all
You
these
need to
cookies.
come with
I
us.
could,
We need
could sell
everyone
'em.
so that we can beat the shade.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
you
let's
should
go.
sell them all the time, just as a side idea. Not as a
I would feel
distraction.
bad
I mean,
taking
just
money for
selling
them.
them
I
is a
could
good
just give them.
Honestly,
people.
you really could take money for them. I don't see what the problem is there.
So I would give people a cookie and then I would pickpocket them?
No, they would give you money for the cookie. And then you become rich because your cookies are so good.
Okay, we're getting distracted. Can we get back to?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
They're actually a great distraction, though. Then.
See? Well, you just say the word. We can call it Operation Girl Scout.
I like that.
I used to be a Girl Scout.
We're gonna have to.
Why don't we go to the first class so we don't arouse suspicion?
Why,
and then
why would
before-
cookies have any? What's a Girl Scout?
Don't
Barney,
worry
please,
about it,
I'm in the
Bernie.
middle of a sentence.
Sorry,
First
I
class.
couldn't write that fat. Sorry.
First class so we don't arouse suspicion. Then before the second class, since they are pretty close to each other, we go and we try and connect the plaque and we just take it from there. We see what happens. If we have to make a distraction, we'll figure it out on the fly. But
Okay.
maybe let's meet between first and second classes.
Okay.
I can't because I'm in double transfiguration, so I'll be staying in the class. I can't leave.
Maybe you could make a break for it to pee or something?
See, that's why we just make a break for it now.
Do you think that we could get there without the prefix that escorted us here noticing? Because I'm going to be real honest, we're not very sneaky and we're not very quiet. And I know the quiet part thing, that's my fault, but the sneaky is the rest of you.
Why don't you just, at the time when we're moving to second period, you go to the restroom. And then instead of going to the restroom, you sneak off
but
and
I'll
meet
need.
us.
Well,
That
will
doesn't
it
give
be
them a lot
allowed?
of
'Cause
time.
we need to be escorted.
Maybe we just have to do it separately.
I don't
the
think
ones that are in
idea.
Yeah,
I'd
me
rather we
neither.
all try now and at lunch, or we just try at lunch. But I mean, what's the worst that happened if we get caught right now? We're just get told to come back here and then we go
I
back
have
at
a
lunch
question.
anyway.
How long till our first class?
You probably have half an hour.
We don't have enough time.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're there for the whole day. In the Vanished Wing, we need to go and help Maisie.
Okay.
All right, we'll go now. If nothing happens when we connect the plaque, then we'll brainstorm during class and meet back up again to do round 2 at lunch.
Okay.
Should we split up into twos and one go one way and one go the other way, so we're less likely to get
So
caught
we're
all
less
together?
suspicious.
Less suspicious,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
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 Maybe Alex and I can approach from one side, and Clem and Rosie, you can go around the other.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Remember your bag, Clem, with the plaque and okay.
Oh yeah, I have it. I have it.
Okay.
I didn't let
Okay,
it out
let's
of my
go.
sight, really.
I think just looking at Barney is probably visibly sweating, and he's like, "Yeah, yes, we have to save Maisie. It's the most important thing."
Barney, you need to stay here and listen for clues and stuff. We need someone on the outside just in case, and someone to tell them where we go if we don't come back.
What do you mean?
Anything like Roger showing up or something like that. And if we don't turn up afterwards, someone will need to tell
Somebody has
them
to
where
tell
we
us,
went.
yeah, that we got stuck inside a
And
vanished
tell
wing.
them tell them it's the plaque at the greenhouses if we don't show up.
Okay,
If we're not here for dinner, then
dinner.
Yeah.
yeah.
If we're not here for dinner, tell my dads I love them.
We're gonna be fine. And we're gonna get Maisie and we're gonna come back.
Fine.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
I feel really bad about leaving Barney now. The way you just said, "Oh, all right." I was like, "Oh."
He's like looking around. He doesn't really know what to do. He's just kind of sat at the table by himself, and
Oh.
yeah, he's just kind of like looking around. Good luck.
Thanks, Barn.
Thanks.
Clem, that is an awful nickname.
What? Really? Oh,
Yeah, it makes it sound like he has like a bunch of farm animals inside him.
sorry, Barn.
No. Okay, well.
So, you sort of split up and sort of go, I guess, around from the north and from the south, heading towards the greenhouses.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, you head towards the greenhouses. Sort of in between the greenhouses and whatnot. You meet back up.
We got here fine. Okay.
Yeah.
We should okay. Olive, should we be touching the sign when we put it back up, or should we use Wingardium Leviosa and put it up?
I
We should
think the
all
best
hold it.
the best thing to do is all four of us should hold it, and I can try humming the music box song. Maybe that'll, I don't know,
Okay.
connect.
We'll think really hard about Maisie.
Do me a
And-
favor. I would like to know who went north and who went south.
Oh, yeah, because we split up.
Yeah.
Me and Clem went north.
Okay.
Okay. I would like Rosalina and Clem to go ahead and make quick and quiet rolls for me.
Frick. Would you say that our relationship would maybe improve this role? At
Yes.
least, if not for Clem, but for me.
I would say that yes.
Clem, do you
Does.
have a relationship with Rosie?
Yeah, I do. But I already rolled.
No, it's okay. What was your bonus?
I have a +2 for Rosalina.
Okay, so that would have been an 8. So both of you got an 8. Which did you move, quick or quietly?
I'm gonna say quietly.
Quick.
Combined.
You know
with-
what? That's just how I pronounce quietly as well, so it's fine.
Okay, so you move quietly. You can see as you move around the quad that there are professors there. It looks like they've kind of set up various spells and whatnot to investigate the area, because that is the sort of scene of the crime, right? There's obviously they're doing different spells, and there's kind of like all these effects and things that are sort of going around. But you two are kind of like, you know, sort of moving out of their line of sight, and you don't seem to go noticed. But yeah, there's all kinds of various spells and things that are going off as you're moving about. Strange spells with lots of sort of ethereal-like effects and whatnot as you're sneaking by. You manage to go unnoticed, and you do meet up with the rest of the group in the right by the greenhouses.
Okay. Hi, guys.
My hands are so sweaty, and they're doing all this magic by where Maisie disappeared, and I heard a little. What?
Okay.
It was crazy.
Okay. Let's everyone hold on to the plaque, and then we'll
Okay,
click it in and
one hand.
think really hard about Maisie and yeah.
I pull it out from my bag and just like place it in the center. We all put our little.
So you just sort of you put your hands together and just kind of put the plaque on.
Yeah. Click.
Yeah, like one hand. Everyone has a hand on the plaque. Putting it up.
I need to make this is probably one of the only times I'm going to need to make a roll here.
Decision.
Okay. So, sort of reattach the plaque.
Maisie.
And as you do so, something strange begins to happen. You start to see the vague outlines platform of a building in shadow around you. Well, in front of you, I should say. As if the sort of path sort of reveals itself, but the path is in shadow. You can see that there is a shadowed facade to this building, but you can see like the plaque gets sort of reconnected as you put it there, and it's still like not. It doesn't like wiggle back into place. It doesn't sort of like, you know, sort of move there. But as you hold it there together, you can see the outline of this building.
Let me try Reparo. I'll fix it. I've practiced it. I got this. I get my wand and still hold it in place and Reparo.
Okay, cast your spell. In 11, cast Reparo. And with a swish and a flick, the sign sort of repairs itself, reconnects, and stays in place. You can still see the vague outlines of this place, and it's a very overcast day today. There's not really any like light bleeding through. It's one of those like very dark overcast days.
Okay, we didn't. I see it. Everyone sees it, right?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to cast.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, I let go of it. I still see it, right?
Yeah, still there.
Okay,
It's
still there. We don't need to touch. It was just.
Maisie? Maisie, are you there?
I start knocking on the wall. Hello?
Maisie?
Hello?
Where are you knocking on the wall?
Like,
Because
probably on the sign.
On the sign? Okay.
Yeah, probably.
So right next to the sign is where there appears a like sort of shadow like facade to this building, a shadowed path.
Oh yeah, but where the path hits the wall, probably. Like
you knock.
I assume that would be the door. Yeah.
Your arm feels extremely cold, as if you just submerged into ice water.
Feel my hand.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow, you're so cold.
Alex.
I do the exact same thing. I put my hand right in the wall.
I get my dragon hide gloves out from my cloak and put them on. I need to keep my hands warm. My fingers will get sore when they get really cold. Okay, we need to go now.
I know
Are we
it's
going?
kind of daunting, but it's also kind of cool looking, right?
I think like the platform, we can walk through the wall. Cause
we should
I'm
just
just
going in
past
there?
Lumos.
we should go in. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have Lumos ready for going in.
Okay. Olive
I
cast
it
the
as
spell,
well.
and
Oh, do we need just one, or should we have? Should I wait so I can do Lumos Pacifico? Will it work? I've not tried it while I'm doing Lumos at the same time. I'll save it.
Yeah.
We'll-
We
we'll-
could probably
we'll
all use just one light.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anything happen when I cast the spell?
yeah, it depends. You haven't done anything. I mean, you're still outside. You cast Lumos. The shadows don't seem to illuminate as you cast the spell. The area around them does, as if there was a normal light there.
Okay, let's go get Maisie.
Okay.
Once
I'm
you're
just
ready.
gonna barge through.
Yeah, go right through.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight
Looking
in.
at-
Okay. I need to add some special effects here. Sorry. Hold on. So, as you sort of burst forth through the shadowed plane, the wall. The color sort of leaches from the world. And things go dark for all of you.
Guys, hello?
Does all this want the illuminated?
The illumination from the wand disappears.
That's not good.
What's happening?
I wanna
Maisie?
stick my hands out and see if I can feel anything tangibly.
Okay. You're starting to try and like reach around around the area, and you can feel someone else. Like you can feel whoever was in that direction when you walk through. Who was it?
I'm just gonna. Sorry.
You mean it's completely dark in here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's not good. We need to be able to see if we're gonna
Guys,
save.
Can I feel? So, can we feel each other? Can we feel for each other's hands?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the closest two people. I'm gonna grab your hands.
Let's make sure though, wand in one hand, someone else in the other. So let's go in pairs, that way we can still do
Okay.
magic.
Okay.
I'll take Alex's hand.
Okay.
I've got Rosie.
Okay. Let's just start calling for Maisie and moving slowly forward.
Okay. All four of us should hold each other though, because if two of us go this way and then the other two go that way, maybe we should arm link one arm and then become a chain.
Why don't we go back out and like, I don't know, tie a bit of our cloaks together or something, or...
I don't know if we can go back out.
Okay, just walk straight backwards. Just don't...
As you're sort of trying to move around, there's a moment where you've sort of gotten progressively colder as you've been in here, up to a point. Sort of, it feels like you have like a cold pack or an ice pack or something all over your body. It's very cold. Your eyes start to adjust. And a building starts to fill in front of you. It looks like a hallway.
Wait. I can see a bit now. It was just really dark, but it's not. Do you see?
I see it.
I turn back and look where we came from to see what it looks like. The area of the wall we came through.
It's completely
Looking back
black.
towards the... Oh, okay. That's weird. That's okay.
We
should stick together and start searching.
We have to just keep moving forward.
Okay. So should we call for Maisie right now, or should we save that until we've looked a bit, just in case we alert anything else?
You think you can start to hear the sounds of some chatter.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Let's go see who it is.
Okay, should we go room by room looking and just carefully? Okay.
Murgles, you're muted.
Let's be sneaky and quiet.
Okay. Yeah. We start investigating each of the rooms as we
There's
come
not
to
too
them.
many rooms, by the way.
Oh, okay.
There are probably only 4 rooms that are offshoots from this hallway. It's not that big of a building, this wing here. In the first room, it looks like there are maybe 10 students that are chatting at desks.
What is their outfit like?
Do we recognize any of them?
Definitely not.
Do they look like they're wearing
react at
old
all?
robes?
They are, in fact, wearing old robes. Yes.
Do they have any
The
reaction
color-
to us walking in?
The color's all leached out from them. Just like the rest of this place.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's not talk to them.
Have they noticed us?
Doesn't appear that they have.
Can they even see us?
I don't know.
Not.
Let I'll try and talk to one. Okay, yeah, I'll go try talk to one. I walk to the nearest one and just see. Excuse me. Hello, I'm a first year.
You try and talk to them. I'd like you to make a convince roll for me, please.
Okay. A 9.
9. Choose one from the list.
Do they look? Are they appearing to us exactly as we're appearing to each other, or do they look different?
When you look at each other, you look different than these people. Your edges are almost as if they're blurred. I'll tell you what. Read between the lines for me.
I got a +1 forward from my successful roll last week.
Excellent.
An 8.
Okay. Choose one from the list there. In
How do they
regards,
see me?
How do they see you? Okay.
Maybe a bit literal, but
I think for them, you are not as established as the rest of this place. You are new in a place that is not used to new. It's
Okay.
difficult for them to recognize you. Their lines seem sharp and crisp. And where you look at your friends, they're blurred. They sort of bleed into the shadows.
okay. Hi.
Did you hear that? It's strange.
Okay. I head back to the others. I think we're a little bit like ghosts or something. They kind of notice us but don't really seem to. I think if we don't bother them, they shouldn't.
Notice who we are, or that we're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should take a quick look around here for clues,
Okay.
and then move on to the next one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'd like to see if I can see anything in the room that looks like a music box.
Sure. Give me a note of something. A 7. You can go ahead and ask me one thing from the list. I'm assuming trying to look for specifically for the music box.
Yeah.
You don't see anything that looks like a music box.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate.
In this room?
Yeah, in this room.
Sure. It looks like a lot of the classrooms before you investigate. I mean, I just kind of want to tell you a little bit more about what you're looking at. It looks a lot like a regular sort of Hogwarts classroom for, what could be any class. There's desks that are aligned. It's not a big classroom. It would probably be for only one group of one house of students. Like it would be not like a joined class or anything.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids here that I don't know if you'd be able to tell what house they're from because all the colors have kind of bled out. I'm gonna say no, but you can go ahead and investigate otherwise.
An 8.
Okay. Take some time and take a close look at something and try to figure out what's going on. On an 8, you can ask me one question from the list there.
Oh, I think... Yeah, I think, is there anything that's being hidden from me?
No.
Okay. I mean, a bunch of the other questions just seemed like, is there any remaining magic? It's a vanished wing. Anything strange about it? It's a vanished wing. So, okay, yeah. I guess I head back towards the door of the classroom and wait for everyone else to finish looking around.
Sure. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Rosie's just standing there kind of like transfixed, just like head swiveling around, looking at her friends and then looking at the ghost people and looking at her friends. And then eating a cookie. Are my cookies still in my pocket?
Yeah.
Can I eat a cookie?
Would you like to?
I would love to eat a cookie.
You eat the cookie, but it has no flavor.
Hey, Clem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ate a cookie. I bit this cookie. Bite the cookie. Bite my cookie. Bite this cookie right now.
Oh, okay, doesn't taste like anything.
Olive. The cookie.
The cookie doesn't taste like anything, Olive.
They taste like nothing. Just like chewing and then nothing.
Oh God.
I
We're
have
in
to
hell.
leave this place. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Is this what death
Besides
is?
Maisie.
Oh God.
Are we dead?
We won't be here long, okay?
Okay.
We have to find Maisie.
Did you find any
We have
clues
to hurry.
in here?
No.
I didn't find anything.
Let's, should we split up to search the rest of the rooms?
I don't want to split up.
Okay.
Would you all be opposed to me shouting?
Let's try all the rooms first, and then we can try shouting. Just in case we attract, attention that we don't want from shouting first.
Okay, I just thought maybe we could yell Maisie's name. It might help us if she, yells our names back.
We'll
I don't think they'll hear us.
We'll try that. We'll be
But
quick.
Maisie's
They
not
heard
one
me
of
when
them, right?
I when I spoke to one of them, they kind of heard me. So I'm worried that or maybe the shade might be here as well. So let's check all the other rooms, and then we can try as a last resort, shouting and screaming and stuff. Okay, next room then.
Yeah. Okay.
I head across the hall to the opposite door.
So this next room is it's probably a much smaller room, and this is probably a storage room that you enter into. It's like just full of I would think probably like I think this is probably filled with books and cloaks. There's several, I would say maybe 10 cloaks that are hung up on hangers.
Okay.
Do you close the door behind you?
I went in first, so I wouldn't be the one. Does anyone close the door?
Do you want me to close this door, you guys? I'm kind of opposed to closing doors, because what if they don't open again?
Yeah.
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 That's a good
I
point.
think maybe this is where they put their stuff before class or something. Like they hang up their cloaks here and stuff.
Just like a cozy little cloakroom, except sad and gray, and there's no flavor or smells.
Let's take another quick look around to see if anything's helpful. I don't know if it would be, but you know what Hogwarts is like.
I'd like to search through the pockets of the cloaks.
Okay. Looking through the pockets, you find... I won't make you do a roll for this. I think a lot of the things that you would expect to find in a student's pocket. You'd find maybe some, like, snacks. You'd find some, maybe some notes. Maybe, like, quills or ink. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look through the books. Just take a quick look through all of them.
All of these books are related to dark creatures.
Oh, do you think if we, all these books are dark creature books. Do you think we should like grab one and take it back? Do you think?
Do you think it would come back
with us? That's what I'm. Should we?
We should definitely try.
If they would come back with us, wouldn't all those kids trapped in here come back with us too?
We
won't know until we try.
We should try that. We'll get back to the books. We do that on the way out when we've got Maisie. Maybe if we have time and we're not being chased by anything bad.
Okay.
Okay. Did anyone else find anything interesting?
No.
Some sadness.
Okay. Well, I
We
guess
should
go
keep
on.
going.
Yeah, next one.
Yeah.
Let's be quick for now. Okay. Yeah, head down to the next room.
Forward.
Okay. So you went across the hall.
Yeah.
Are you staying on the same side, or did you like do a zigzag?
I would say same side.
Yeah, same side.
Okay. As you approach this door, each of you feels much colder. The shadows seem darker here.
That's not just me, right?
No, not just you.
Okay, Watton's at the ready. Okay, who wants to open it?
I will. I'll open it.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I put a hand on your shoulder. I'm right here.
Okay. Okay. We're all together, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go to open the door.
Before you enter, I just want to be clear. Did you take a book from the storage
No.
room? You left
No,
it there?
no. Left it there, yeah.
Yeah.
Priorities.
You enter the room. There's no creak on the door. And I think this is probably noticeable now for you because there was so much going on before you didn't really think about it. But now you're so focused on this room, the door glides without a creak. Inside, you can see, similar to the way that the Defense Against the Dark Arts room is spread, there is sort of room in this room. It looks much more like a place for contained observation, as when you enter, there are cages inside. The room seems empty.
I would like to investigate.
Where do you look when you investigate?
I'm looking through the cages, at the cages.
Please make an investigate roll. Okay, go ahead and ask me one from the list.
Oh, no. Is there anything that's being hidden from me?
Oh yeah. As you approach the cages, you think you can start to hear Maisie's voice. She sounds scared.
Maisie? Maisie? Maisie, it's Clem. Can you hear me?
I rush over to Clem.
Maisie, we're here. I can hear her. Guys, I can hear her. Guys, can you...
Okay.
Maisie?
Where?
Where did you hear her?
Where
Do you hear her?
Maisie?
Can you hear her?
As you get close to the cages, you can all sort of hear the sort of scared sounds of Maisie.
Is Maisie in the cages?
Maisie,
I'm gonna try open. Can I open
Look and find.
the cages? Can I open the cages?
Sure. You have a question to ask me from your investigate. You asked specifically, is there anything that's being hidden from you?
Yes.
So, when you approach the cage and did you go inside?
Inside the cage?
Cages
No.
are all open.
Okay. Well, if the open cage that I heard Maisie coming out of, I probably would have walked inside.
Okay. You walk inside. Clem disappears.
I'm running after her.
I grab your hand. I try and grab your hand. I need to hold. Just look. Just look through. I'll hold you. So,
Okay, Alex holds my hand and I lean into the cage.
Okay. The both of you disappear as well.
I would like to investigate this cage without touching it or getting in it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can I use my relationship with anyone who's gone missing for it?
No.
Okay.
All right, you can ask me 2 questions from the investigate list, Olive, with the 12.
What's the best way through or around this?
In what regard?
Does it look like it's, Does it look like there's any way to interact with this magical object without immediately blipping out of existence? Or does it...
I think no, but you get the impression that this leads somewhere.
Is this a kind of magic that's similar to something I've seen before? Would I recognize it as being like a port key kind of thing like we were talking about earlier?
Similar, yes.
Okay. All right. I would like to... I spend all my time rereading the spell book, and then I still forget if there's anything helpful I can do when it comes to it. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to...
Your Lumos, by the way, nobody asked me, but your Lumos hasn't been working since you've entered this place.
I'm going to take a deep breath and step into the cage.
You disappear. Similar to the way that you felt when you first came into this place. The 4 of you are transported to another dark place. You can hear somewhere close by, however, a very scared sounding Maisie. And it sounds as if something is talking to her, or at her in this case.
I'm gonna run.
You will tell me where the boy is. I know that you know.
Hey, get off of her! Back up, mister! I'm just charging forward.
Sure.
Maisie! Maisie!
In the complete and utter darkness, you rush forward. I need a roll here because you are completely blind, and I'm trying to figure out what it's gonna be. I think it's a notice something, but it's a -2 forward because it is completely black here. That's a -1, officially the lowest roll on the campaign so far.
Is that possible? Can that happen?
Yes. I think we've just seen it happen, so of course it can in fact happen. I would like you to please tough it out as you run headlong into something.
Okay.
An 8. The hit takes you off guard. Choose 2 from the list. The 7 to 9 list there.
Yeah. Oh no. I'll take a condition, and I'm knocked out of position, putting me in more danger.
Okay. What condition do you take?
I'll take injured.
Yeah. You make connection with what feels like something very solid, almost like a wall, but you hit it like at a weird angle, and it doesn't feel like it's completely flat. It almost feels cavern-like, and you sort of like run into it with your shoulder as you're kind of like rushing into the darkness. Your vision sort of failing you here, and you stumble, and you hear,
"What is this? Who dares enter my domain?"
I tried to cast Lumos. Lumos Pontifical. I recognize the shade voice. I've heard it before it spoke to me.
Before you do that, I would like you to show courage, please.
Oh, okay. An 8.
An 8. On a 7 to 9, when you try to show courage in the face of something truly terrifying, you stand strong but are still scared of this terror. Choose one from the list.
I'm absolutely terrified and everyone knows it, but at least you're still here.
The Lumos Pontifico goes a lot higher in octave than you were expecting. As you try and cast the spell, you also have a -2 forward to try and cast this spell.
Oh, yeah. A 2?
Yes.
Forward.
-2.
I already did a -1, so it's a 7 still. Or the minus, or an additional -2 on top of the. Oh, sorry.
On top of the
okay.
next year? No. No.
Okay, so
minus
total.
This is a 7 instead of the 8.
That was just my thingy other roll. I'm just so panicked. So my
so it should be a -2 instead of the -1 that you'd normally roll here.
Okay. No, that's a ×2, which would be useful. Okay.
4.
Failure.
So, Alex, you try to cast your spell. It's so difficult to cast your spell. You can't seem to focus as you try and try. Connecting with your wand and driving your magical power through the wand is seemingly beyond you. And on a 6 or lower, you failed the spell. The spell rebounds and you take a condition. And this will be 2 conditions because the spell is a year 2 spell.
Okay. I think in this instance, I'm definitely upset. My emotions are super high. And I think, because I'm doing it in the dark and it goes so poorly, I poke myself in the eye with my wand or something. I'm going to take injured also.
Not even a sputter of light from your wand. You hear Rosalina, you hear Maisie, you hear Clem, you hear Alex, Olive, you hear all of this happening, and there is no light here. It is only darkness. You hear Maisie sort of crying in the distance. What do the two of you do?
Can I make my way towards Maisie's sound? Like, can I hear enough to, like, direct myself in her direction?
Are you rushing forward?
Yes.
Please try and notice something. You rush forward and seemingly stumble over Clem and smack into a wall. Tough it out for me, please. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. When you try to tough it out on a 6 or lower, you're hurt badly. Choose one from the list. On the 6 or lower list there.
God. I would say I am... Frank, none of these are good. Severely injured. I think I ran head first into the wall, and I've probably, like, split my little noodle.
Okay. I think go ahead and take 3 conditions for me.
Okay. Okay, Rosalina's injured, dazed, and exhausted.
You all sort of start falling all over each other. Olive, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and, like, steal my nerves and cast Lumos Spotifica.
Show your courage for me first.
I'm going to use my house benefit and automatically succeed on that.
Success.
Gryffindor! Okay, so do I get a +1 forward to doing this spell since it's against the thing that I'm showing courage
Definitely.
toward? Okay.
So now I would like to clarify. This is a second year spell, and there's a -1 forward based on the situation. So it's -2, but you have a +1, making this a -1 overall.
Okay.
A 12. You steel yourself, Olive. You feel the courage rise up inside of you. Your friend is hurt. You don't know what happened to your other friends, but you focus completely and totally. At this moment, you feel the light rising up inside of you. You feel the wand connected to your magic. You are one and the same. How do you cast the spell?
Olive is going to take a deep breath, and as she exhales, she thinks about her friends crying out in pain and knowing that they're hurting and that they're suffering and that they're in danger, and she draws everything inward, and it feels like she's like pushing it out through her arm, through the wand as it goes, and she's just directing it, both like, you know, using her heart to try and feel where it feels right, but also kind of aiming for where she hears Maisie to get the shade to back the heck off.
You yell the spell out and flick your wand forward. All around you, you can see you are in some sort of cave, illuminated now brightly. The tip of your wand pointed forward. You can see that Maisie is in some sort of cage, similar to the one that you came through. And next to her is the shape, a vaguely humanoid shape of the shade that you saw in the quad. Your Lumos spell, held forward, pointed towards Maisie, and the shade hits it full force.
What are you doing in my... No!
The shade starts to break apart, filled with light. It looks to dissolve into the shadows.
I'm gonna push forward.
It's bright. It's too bright for all of you.
I'm pushing forward and keeping my wand in that spot, and I'm going to say, and stay away from my friends.
What do you do?
Okay, Maisie,
volumes, Agaticus.
Can I see well enough to see Maisie in the cage?
I think you see the silhouette of Olive with this, like, 10,000 candle power light blasting from the tip of her wand. You see her silhouette sort of shadowed against this light.
I put my hand on her shoulder, like, take me over to where Maisie is.
I'm gonna keep my wand up and have a hand on Alex and, like, start stomping, like, angrily stomping and rushing over to Maisie.
Okay. It's hard to see because it's really bright. When I get close, can I see the cage?
Yes.
Okay. I try and just pull it open. Does it have a lock or a padlock on it or anything?
There's a sort of one of those locks that you sort of lift up, and it's like a latch, you know. You kind of like it's like a metal rod that's sort of put through on the other side, and you have to like lift it up. It's like an L shape.
Yeah. Okay. I grab it and push it out, and then I pull the door open.
Maisie, it's okay.
It's us. It's Swaff to the rescue. Quick, grab my hand. We need to run and leave.
Come on, we've got you. Come here, Maisie.
I just grab her and pull her. Come on, we need to go.
You pull her out.
I feel like I'm so disoriented, and I've got no, like, I'm beaten down. I've got no, I can't even react. I can't even say anything to them. If they're gonna pull me away, I'm just going with them. I don't think I've even registered that they're there.
Yeah, I start like almost like I'm dragging you practically back towards the way we came. Okay, everyone, we need to go. Let's go. We need to run,
guys.
Just in case.
Guys?
Yeah.
Rosie's not doing well. I'm hurt. Rosie's really hurt.
Hey, whack my noodle. Could somebody maybe just help me up?
Clem,
I try to help her up. Yeah, I try to help her up. I think my shoulder is shot, but I try to help her up with my other arm. I got you. I got you.
Thanks, Clem.
I'm keeping this spell going, by the way, and I think Olive is like frenetically scanning and making sure that the shade isn't coming back.
You're doing the adrenaline thing, by the way. I don't think you notice now, but it's very draining to do this. In this place, for some reason, it's very draining. And you're just running on adrenaline right now.
Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Do we want to grab a book on the way, or not? I don't think so.
If I see when I grab a book.
I'll see.
Okay, let's just go.
Okay.
How do we get back?
We came from that
go
direction, so let's
back the
just
way we
try
came.
and go back that direction.
Okay.
Is there an entrance?
Yeah, is there an obvious entrance, or?
As the Lumos Pontifico is sort of pointed down where you came from, there's a... it's almost like a reluctance for the shadows to sort of part from the light. But you see, I think, there's a collection of roots that have come from the ceiling of this cave, this cavern, and they've formed a sort of ring that looks like a door almost. And even with the light pointed there, it still looks dark in between the roots that have sort of intertwined.
I think we go through there.
Yeah, okay. I rush forward with Maisie. I'm probably not treating her very delicately at all. I'm like shaking. She's probably being shook by proximity.
Yeah, still oblivious. I'm just like a rag doll. You could just I'm just going with you.
Through between the roots.
Rosie and I are just like hobbling behind while our friends run
almost
away. Yes,
Clem.
It's okay. It's okay. We got it.
I'm gonna stay at the back of the group behind Rosie and Clem and like keep that spell going, hanging behind them just in case anything tries to like grab them from behind. I'm very paranoid.
Okay. So, who's first?
Me and Maisie.
Okay. You walk through the sort of door-like shape of these roots with Maisie sort of shivering in tow. And you appear out from the cage that was in the room that you entered.
Okay. Yeah, I start heading towards the door and wait for the rest to come through.
We come through, I think.
You all come through.
Okay, good, let's go.
Yeah.
I headed into the hallway and rushed down towards the dark shadow at the end where we came from.
I would like to grab a book.
Okay. You grab a book.
I don't know if I yeah, okay. I'll grab a book.
Okay.
I got you, Rosie. Well, I'm holding a book.
Since I'm bringing up the rear, as everyone else is walking forward, I'd like to poke my head into that fourth room that we never explored.
Okay, so when you come through the door and into the previous location in the Vanished Wing, your Lumos Pontifico ends abruptly. Upon it doing so, I would like you to tough it out for me, please.
Oh, no. Oh, that's my worst stat. Oh.
Yeah. So, a 4 is not good. I'm going to choose what happens in this situation. You pass out. The spell peters out immediately upon going through. And I think you hear like a thud as Olive just kind of falls to the ground. You probably hear her wand clatter.
She's on our side, though, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Olive! Oh, God. Okay,
can I use my Hufflepuff treat wounds on Olive to get her at least not unconscious anymore?
You're not feeling great.
But it's just always there. It doesn't say I can't use it if I'm injured. I still have cookies in my pocket. Maybe this gentle smell of a freshly baked cookie just...
I think that you get the impression that trying to do something like this in this place would be next to impossible.
Oh, we're on the bad side.
You're in the Vanished Wing still.
Oh, they made it out.
No.
No.
Oh, they're still there too.
Everybody's in the Vanished Wing now.
Yeah.
You've all made it back into this area from that shade cavern.
Okay, Rosalina, can you stand on your own?
Yeah, I can stand.
Okay.
What can we do?
Alex,
You hold
Alex,
on to Maisie. Clem and I will go
Rosalina,
and
take Maisie. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. I try my 11-year-old darndest to get like my weight and like to pick part of Olive up so we can carry her out.
You take one arm, I'll take the other. We'll drag her. It's quicker. I just grab an arm and start dragging.
No, it's not good for her head.
Just make sure her head's off the ground. It's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
I feel like I'm
Is
at this
Rosalina?
point.
Where's Rosalina in this situation? And Maisie.
I have Maisie. Oh, I think we're still pretty
I
close.
think we're all close together.
Okay.
You're up near the first set of rooms.
Like, I think we're gonna go through
Closer to the entrance, yeah. Closer to the shadow where we came from.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not far off passed out. I've marked myself with 3 upset, dazed, and exhausted, but I feel like I'm gonna get injured, or I'm so all over the place that I've probably stumbled over something. I just feel like I'm done.
As we're dragging Olive, I say to Rosie, just grab Maisie and go through. We're coming.
Okay, I got you, Maisie. Come on, I know it's hard, but we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna walk through this door, and then the cookies will taste good again, and you will be in the hospital wing, cozy wozy. I'm just gonna try to take her through the door.
Sure. As you approach the door, there's a familiar shape there. You see Roger at the doorway. He looks like he's crying.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. It's all my fault.
No, it's okay, Roger. As long as you let us go, everything's gonna be fine. You just have to let me get all of my friends out of here, okay?
Did you find it? We can't leave unless you find it.
What do you need me to find, Roger? You have to tell me.
The music box.
We couldn't see it. Do you know where it may be?
The shade had it.
Well, I think we may have destroyed the shade, but I didn't hear any music box fall. I'd ask Olive, but she passed out.
I don't know where it is, but we can't leave this place without it. I can already feel myself getting stuck.
We'll come back for you. We'll come back.
We'll send the teachers. They're even.
We'll get help. Yeah, we'll find it. Just
And
we need
we'll
to.
get you all,
we need
we'll
help
get everyone
now.
Out.
Yeah.
But you can't leave either. We're
What do
all
you mean?
trapped
What?
here.
We have to stay here until we find the music box, don't we, Roger?
It's the only way to leave.
Okay, the shade had it. I start running back down the hall towards the
Alex,
shade.
you're not going alone. Clem,
When I
could you
say
babysit
running-
the sick ones?
I mean, stumbling.
Rosalina, you're the sick one too.
Yeah, but I can still walk. You watch them, and I'll go with Alex so that he doesn't get stuck somewhere.
I don't like us splitting up, man.
We need people to look after. Roger, you come with me. We'll
Yes.
find the music box and we'll fix this. If you want everything to be better, we make it better. Let's go.
Roger doesn't seem to move. I would like you to try and convince him, please, Alexander.
Okay. I'm.
Roger looks very afraid.
I'm going. And I don't want to stay here. I'm going. And I just rush off.
Okay. Roger. I know that it's really scary and it's really sucks being stuck in this weird room where you can't taste any cookies, but if you help Alex, I think you can help all of us and in turn help yourself.
Oh my god.
Roger sort of rushes past you and goes into the classroom with the other students. You can hear him sort of gently sobbing amidst the chatter of the classroom.
And it's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Can I walk to Roger?
Yeah, you can see Roger in the classroom there.
Roger, why do you think it's all your fault? Did you do something with the music box?
I just wanted to see what it was.
Did you open the music box and that's what happened to the wing, Roger? It disappeared when you opened the music box? It's okay, Roger. It's not your fault. How could you possibly have known? If I saw a music box, I would have opened it. There could have been candy inside it. It's not your fault. There probably should have been a weird cursed music box in your classroom, though. Was it in this classroom?
I was just curious. The professor told me not to touch it.
The professor told you not to do it and you did it anyways. Oh, gee golly, we do that all the time. Do you know where you touched it last, Roger?
I took it.
You took it.
I got out of here, but it followed me.
You took it and the shade followed you and took the music box back from you, and that's why you think the shade still has it? Can shades even hold things? They're like darkness. Okay, maybe, do you know where the shade sleeps? Or where he hides? Or what he does when he's not being really rude to all my friends?
You don't understand.
That's very fair and valid. I don't understand much, but maybe you could help me understand you.
It's been so long. It didn't used to be a shade.
What was it before, Roger?
It was the professor. It's all my fault.
The professor of this class became the shade, Roger. When you opened the music box, it started transforming?
No. When you stay here for too long, you get stuck. But some people, they can't. They won't. I don't know. They can't be a part of this place. They're too angry.
He turned into a shade because he'd been here too long?
Yes.
Well, do you think you have any useful information about the professor that's now a shade that we should possibly know before we try to find something he hid?
I don't know. Wait. It'll come back. It always comes back.
Clem?
Wait, I have an idea.
What is it?
Well, so the professor was so angry that he forgot he was the professor, and became a shade, right? What if we went in and, what if we took some of the things that we found for, like, the class? And what if we showed him, I got this book. What if we showed him the book? Would he remember that he was a professor and maybe turn back?
Roger, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think, Roger, that if you became a shade, you could still remember who you are? Because it's been a while and you've been in here a long time, but you still remember, right? Do things help you remember who you are, Roger?
Sometimes.
Clem, I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Alex is alone, potentially, with the psychopath teacher.
Yeah,
so...
okay. Okay, so we have to decide. Do you want to go or do I want to go?
Should we play rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, okay.
I think shortly after you say this, by the way, Alex, when you go back to the cage, expecting to go someplace else, nothing happens.
Okay. Then I'm gonna head to the last room then to check. So they probably just see me like scarper across the hall and burst through the other door.
Again, you sort of smash through the door, but without the expected creak. Go through the door, and this looks like some kind of office.
Okay, I start rummaging chests, cupboards, closets, everything, just throwing it open, looking for a music box.
Investigate for me, please.
A 9.
Okay.
Is there anything that's being hidden from me? I'm looking for secret compartments, floorboards.
Sure.
Anything.
There is a chest that is, I think, apparent. However, when you try to open it, there is no lock.
Okay. And it's stuck.
There is no seam.
Oh. I try cast Alohomora on it, just to see if it clicks it open.
Cast the spell for me, please.
It's in my spell bank. A 9.
When you try to cast the spell, nothing happens. Totally faked you out.
I pull off my cloak and I try and like wrap it round the chest and drag it. That's my best way to grip it. So I start trying to drag it out of the room.
As you try to move the chest, it actually gets heavier. So like at first you're able to wobble it, but like once it wobbles a little bit, it actually gets heavier and heavier.
Open sesame. Open. I run back to the door and peek my head out. I found the chest, but I can't open it, and it won't move.
Did you do an Alohomora?
I did, and nothing happened.
Okay, I got nothing then.
Roger?
It's heavy. Can you come and help me? Like, it seems to get heavier the more I pull it, so I need help.
Okay. I'll go to...
Oh, Roger, do you know where the chest is?
What?
Come help.
Yeah, try and convince him, Alex.
I just can't convince him ever. I think I failed every conventional for Roger.
Roger is extremely upset, and he's just kind of sobbing.
I don't think he's gonna be much help. I'll stay with Roger. You two try your best.
Okay. You help me try and pull. I use my cloak as like to try and make it like a sled. So you try and pull with me.
Okay. I would like, can I investigate or notice something about the box?
Sure, try and investigate the chest. Yeah. The rolls today.
Oh my god.
Look at the sea of red, and the most important roll was the super success from Olive.
Yeah. Beautiful. So I see that it's a chest.
Yeah.
It is as described.
This has flummoxed you.
Ah,
See, it doesn't have a lock or
it doesn't
a seam.
have anything on it.
Right. Oh, maybe in.
Oh wait, can I?
Maybe it needs a like a magical key, and then the lock appears like it's invisible or something. Or
Can I do a spell? Because I have Vertimilius in my spell bank. Can
Are you asking me or are you asking Alex?
Yeah.
You can try and cast a spell.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
God.
You can't seem to form a connection to your power and your wand here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the spells don't. They don't even like start to work. I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look for.
How are we gonna figure this out then if we can't?
Check the professor's desk. This is like the professor's office, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's check the desk.
Okay.
Yeah. I start rummaging through the desk looking for like I'm assuming like a key or something.
Sure. Investigate the desk.
Wow. No.
Clem was helping me. Do I get a +1?
Yeah, we'll give you the +1.
Okay.
We'll give you the +1.
Yeah, anything being hidden from me is my best option again, I think.
You rummage through the desk completely, opening every door, looking at every scrap, dumping things on the floor, and it is it doesn't look like anything's going to help you. You sit down on the floor, I think, like, upset that nothing is working. You can't get out of this place. You're going to be trapped here forever.
Well, we're going to be trapped here forever.
And then you just kind of, like, lean back and you look under the desk. And you see that there is a symbol written under the desk. It's a sort of circular shape.
Yeah, I touch it, push it, bop it, twist it.
Nothing happens.
I touch it with my wand.
Nothing happens.
Clem, there's can I do any read about this? About the symbols and stuff?
Sure.
I'm gonna use my house benefit.
Okay.
Right, where's my questions for this one?
Instead of your questions,
Okay, good.
I will offer you something different. This symbol, you believe, is similar to something that you've read previously. Maybe you have like an interest. For some reason, Alex strikes me as a person that's interested in certain mechanical things. Just likes to know the way that things work. And the symbol is similar to something that you've seen, a magical lock.
Okay.
If you are able to move your wand in this pattern on the box, you believe that it will open.
Yeah. I like try to jump up and hit my head because I'm still under the desk, and then wait, and then like stumble half over and okay, wait. I put my wand onto the chest and trace the symbol.
Some of the first evidence of magic beyond the sort of port key situation begins to occur. And there's a
Alex, what did you do?
sound of locks begin to pop open on the chest, and the chest opens. Music
Oh my god.
begins to pour out from this, and inside you can hear the odd, mistuned music box waiting for you inside.
I grab it, pick it up. Clem, let's go.
Okay.
I go down the hall. Everyone, hold on to me. Roger, you too.
Okay. Well,
I really want to get out of here. Can we
Just
not
do
sit
it.
here
Just do it.
now it's okay. What are we doing?
So I
I'll
I have
hold
my
her.
arms
One
around
hand.
Maisie and Olive, even though they're both basically incapacitated right now.
guys, if we create a chain, we're all the same person. We're all the same friends. So just put one hand on each other. Just touch each other.
Can y'all
Okay,
just touch
okay.
me because I'm touching them?
Yep.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Roger. Roger?
I
don't got a music belong box, we out can there.
I belong here.
Do
You
wanna
told us
stay,
to
Roger?
get you
'Cause
out.
We can get you out if you want to go.
go. We can get everyone out eventually, but we just need to leave right now.
As you look back at Roger, you can see that he was a bit blurry before, but the lines to his body look a bit more sharp.
Roger,
Someone
come
grab
on.
Roger. Clem, grab Roger.
Okay, I go and I try to grab Roger.
Try to convince him, please, Clem.
I mean, my roles today.
I believe in
Believe
you.
in
Clem.
you.
No. My God.
When you reach for Roger, your hand meets with sort of like little resistance. Whereas I think when you would experience a ghost in Hogwarts, or if you tried to touch them, your hand would go through them.
Yeah.
Instead, your hand kind of starts to separate as you try to grab Roger.
Okay, then we'll come back
can't
to
take
you, Roger. I promise.
Yeah.
But we need to go now.
I belong
Sorry,
here.
Roger.
I don't like it here, and I like you. You helped us, so we'll be back. I promise. And then let's go. I start moving towards the exit.
And that's a good place for us to end the session today.
Oh, man.
Good session, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Good session.
Good session, Wack. Good session. I feel like Wack was like, yeah, good. You want to positive? Yes, nice. And we're all just like,
My Fitbit did a fireworks display when it hit midnight at the end of the day. To be like, yeah, dude, you burned 3,000 plus calories today, and that's just from my heart and through this whole session. It didn't work out.
Good session, everybody.
I'm not feeling good, Whack. My rolls were so bad today.
Normally we have some downtime stuff to do, but we're way over today, so we're gonna save that for the beginning of next session. Okay, so let's just quickly give everybody some shout outs and let's wrap things up. Zagoticus, would you be so kind as to start us off, please?
Hey everybody, I'm Scoticus. Thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you all. I hope you're having as much fun as we are, and you can find me, I'm Scoticus, in all the internet places. I love nerdy stuff. You probably love nerdy stuff too, so let's hang out and talk about nerdy stuff. Thanks. See you next week.
Thank you, buddy. Mega Oryx.
Oh my god. I think this is like the third time I've exhaled in the past 3.5 hours. I just held my breath that entire episode. Hi, I'm Naga Oryx. I'm a full-time streamer here on Twitch. I'm also a voice actor, freelance host, and tabletop RPG player. You can catch me tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific playing a Pirates-themed Dungeons & Dragons adventure called Pirates of Salt Bay on the Saving Throw Show channel. Obviously today I was playing Olive Everglade for you. And I feel like all season long I've just been rolling red, and right when I needed to, I got that beautiful 12, and I'm just forever grateful. This was a terrifying episode, but I'm so glad that roll came in clutch when we needed it. So, thank you. Thank you for having me today. This was awesome.
Thank you. Murgles?
Hi, I'm Murgles. I'm your resident complete lack of luck. Sea of red.
To be fair, it was supposed to be very difficult in this place.
Yeah, no kidding. Hi, I'm Murgles. I'm an animator and storyboard artist, and sometimes I stream now. I've played Clementine for you today, and today was super, super fun and very tense, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been a blast.
Thank you. Luxie?
hi, I'm Lexi Gaines. I played Rosalina Earthcloud for you today. I'm a streamer on Twitch, so if you want to watch a stream, normally doing that. And if you don't, I'm also on Twitter doing whatever there. Thank you so much for having me. I'll go cry now.
Thank you for being here. Colo?
Hi, hello. Oh. Hello. Hi. I'm Golo. I'm the full-time streamer here on Twitch. I stream what we describe as gingery nonsense. That's the only real accurate way to sum it up. I just love hanging out with you all, so come hang out. That would be pretty nice. Come and say hello and tell me what you think of this episode, because...
I don't know what that noise was. That sounded like the noise my stomach makes when I'm very, very hungry.
Hungry for answers.
Thank you so much, Colo. I am Wax Steven. I have been your Headmaster of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. If you like what you see here, make sure you follow all of these lovely people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW, where you can click on all their links and follow them in all the places. Go support them. Go give them your money because they're wonderful people, and you can get some emotes and stuff if you sub to them and do all that stuff. Make sure you follow us here on this channel, twitch.tv/tablestory. And if you want to support us in a monetary way, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge, where you can check out our Patreon. We've got a ton of stuff on there. Go check it out. Tomorrow is the premiere of Gone, Pumpkinberry's new surreal thriller show that she has said to me. And that's at 4:30 Eastern and 1:30 Pacific and 9:30 GMT. So hopefully we'll see you there for that. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Later, dudes.